Help me out. I can't remember the name of my favorite YouTuber. She's in her mid-20s, blonde, cute face, although her teeth are slightly uneven, and has a mild Scottish accent. She makes videos about pretty much anything, and is very honest about the fact she's playing algorithm games to get more views and hopefully more followers. It's working, and she has, over 100,000 subscribers when I last checked. Does anyone know who I'm talking about? This is messing with my head a bit. Names are hard sometimes. I imagine a casual watcher might forget and think nothing of it, but I've been watching her videos religiously for a month, so I'm a bit concerned about the lapse. When I opened up the app this morning, hoping to watch her while I drank my coffee, I found no trace of her channel. And I really hope it's not been taken down. None of her videos are in my history, and she isn't under the list of subscribed channels. Tell me I didn't dream her. I just need a name to search. I noticed her uploads went back a few years, but she first caught my attention sometime at the end of March. She popped up in my recommended videos. The little rectangle caught my attention. There's an image of a girl biting into a pear, but the title was Eating a Dog's Heart Raw. The video, thankfully, was just a 2-minute clip of her eating a pear. ASMR type stuff. The title was never explained. In fact, she didn't say anything at all. She just looked into the camera and smiled with the juice running down her face. I liked this twisted sense of humor. I looked at some of her other vids. A lot of them are vlogs, relating funny things that happen to her. This girl has a real talent for getting herself in trouble. There are plenty of videos of her swearing at her cat. She loves them, really, as well as reviews of films and Netflix series she's watching, Let's Play gaming videos, and some more ASMR content. And most of them are completely normal. That's why the weird ones really stand out. I had watched about 7 videos when I found the next anomaly in the beautifully titled, The Time I Was Handcuffed to a Horse for 8 Hours. So in this one, she's telling this ridiculous anecdote with the usual view of her bedroom as a backdrop, and 3 minutes in, there's something in the window behind her. On the left, flashes of hair and skin, like the top of someone's head jerking in and out of view. The room is clearly on the 2nd floor, so I rationalized someone had come to clean the windows, but this person moves so quickly, so erratically. 2 minutes on in the video, and this is still going on, and she's still telling her story, oblivious. I was holding my breath watching this, waiting for her to notice, waiting to get a decent view of this person in the window to learn what was happening to them. For all the flurry of hair and forehead, occasional fingers and ears, the culprit never surfaces. Eventually, the individual does start banging on the window and scraping the bricks underneath, and all the while, the girl whose name I forget carries on with her story. She must hear the commotion, but she ignores it completely. Is this a friend of hers pulling a prank? Or is it a prank on me, the viewer? It didn't feel funny when a fist suddenly struck the glass and it cracked into a spiderweb pattern. After that, the struggle outside stopped short. Finally, she stands up, but instead of running to the window to see what happened, she slowly gets into her bed and goes to sleep. The video goes on for another hour, and it's just her asleep. I started skipping through videos after that, dragging the cursor along the minutes on the lookout for anything suspect in the preview window. There seemed to be roughly 1 unsettling video for every 15 normal ones. I'll detail a few more so you can tell me if any of this sounds familiar. One that's bizarre from the outset is titled Making a Cake. That's exactly what she does. It starts with her pouring flour haphazardly into a mixing bowl. I've watched it over and over. When she's added her ingredients and starts mixing, one of her nostrils seems to darken, and then a thick drop of blood swells beneath it. The motion of her arm soon dislodges this drop and it spills into the batter. A steady flow follows. Deep red splatters into the bowl, onto her shirt, her hand, the wooden spoon. This one reminded me of the head at the window. There's no way she hasn't noticed what's happening, and yet she carries on in her usual chirpy way. A friend of mine once broke his nose while playing rugby, and even his nose didn't bleed as much as hers in the video. It must be fake, like some clever effect or something. The blood just keeps coming and coming, cascading. She empties the contents of the bowl into the cake pan and it goes everywhere. There's more blood than mix. And all the while, she just talks cheerfully about how terrible baker she is and how she's praying this one works out. She never addresses the blood, but she does slur a word every now and then, a subtle touch. When the video cuts to the finished cake, most of the blood has blackened. She remarks that it's a fair attempt, and so she's proud of her work. I was relieved, but also a little disappointed when the video ended without her sampling it. I think you get the idea at this point. You can see why I thought to post my call for help here. Anyway, at one point I cursed my stupidity. There's no need to watch every video to find the hidden horror stories, as surely those would be the ones with the most views. Nope. I searched by popularity and the top 5 videos were all quite normal. 2 of them were about her Animal Crossing town. Luckily, the 6th was In the Field There Is a Fallen Man. This one set my hairs on end immediately. She uses that technique where you play a recording of yourself speaking backwards and then record yourself mimicking the backward speech and reverse that. You know what I mean? It comes out sounding warped. Anyway, in this distorted manner, she recites a poem. It's hard to make out the words at times, but I try to write it down as I was starting to suspect a secret code, a hidden meaning behind all these random horrors mixed in with ordinary posts. Oh, I just found my notes, so I guess I didn't dream her. I'll copy it here. In the field, there is a fallen mare. In the feed, there is a felon. In the seed, his feeble baby hairs, the seer, her beady glare. It wasn't the strange poetry that got me there. It was more just how intensely she looked into the camera. Like she could see me through the screen, across time. For a moment, I convinced myself I felt her breath on my face. It was a breeze from my open window. That one was freaky and is perhaps the most likely to be recognized, but there's still one that disturbed me much more. This one was uploaded in November of last year, and I don't remember it having many views. It was just 20 minutes of her playing some indie game, a split screen showing the gameplay on one half, and her in her pajamas on the other. Nothing of note happens. She narrates the gameplay and makes some jokes. It's not the contents that are wrong. It's her. In this one video amongst hundreds of a healthy, attractive woman, is this one where she's halved in a body mass. Her cheeks are gaunt. Her hands are all white joints of bones. Her eyes are sunken, but it's definitely her. I know her face well enough at this point. I have to say, I panicked watching this one. When was it filmed in relation to the others? There are videos in which she looks totally fine, uploaded the day before and the day after this one. First, I told myself she has a stock of videos that she uploads gradually. But then in the video, she references events that match their upload dates. The game her emaciated version plays was definitely uploaded last November, a week before the upload. It's a really clever trick, however she did it. It really achieved this supernatural feeling the other videos never even came close to. So I need your help. I need to find what happened to her channel. I don't know what I'll do if I can't find it again. I'll openly admit, I'm obsessed.